you at max, but
The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official and spectator, join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, we would like to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Bruins from Bob Jones University, starting at a forward, junior from West Chester, Ohio, number 10, Curtis Yurchuk. Starting at guard, a senior from Hanover Park, Illinois, number 12, Jason McVeigh. Starting at guard, another junior from Goodyear, Arizona, number 13, Zach Mercado. Also, a guard and a sophomore from Englewood, Florida, number 21, Larry Taylor. A forward and a sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia, number 30, Kyle Turner. And the head coach for the Bruins is Neil Ring. And now, let's hear you crank it up and raise the roof as we welcome your 2014 PCC Eagles to protect the nest. Starting at point guard, 6 feet, freshman from Tampa, Florida, number 12, Cy Starks. Starting at wing, a freshman from Kansas City, Missouri, number 22, Joel Thomas. Also starting at wing, 6 feet, 5 inches, sophomore from Ashburn, Virginia, number 32, Dylan Crane. And starting at post, a senior from Pensacola, Florida, Mike Getch. And also starting post, a senior from Woodbridge, Virginia, number 42, Xavier Skinner. And in his 20th year, the head coach for the Eagles is Coach Mark Getch. The Eagles' assistant coaches are Jeremy Ruffin, Mike Barch, and Sam Belton. The officials for tonight's game.
Well, good evening. We'd
Mark
like to welcome
Sandoval,
all of our live
Ron
stream guests to
Pelletier,
this 2014 matchup between the BJU Bruins and our Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We are on the campus of Pensacola Christian College in Pensacola, Florida. And Luke, we are excited about tonight. My name is Scott Smith alongside Luke Harrison. Luke, just give us a quick recap of the meeting of the Bruins and the Eagles over Christmas break.
Yes, sir. They met earlier in the year, and it was a great game, hard-fought game. Came down to a 2-point difference. The Eagles came out on top of that one there in Greenville, South Carolina. Interesting statistic for you there is the leading scorers, both leading scorers for the Eagles that game came off the bench. Dylan Crane had 21 points, was 5 for 5 from 3-point range. And so we'll look to see who comes out on top as far as scoring goes. And, who puts forth the most effort tonight. Certainly going to be a hard-fought game. The environment is very intense. You got a pretty much full house here tonight. Definitely the biggest turnout for any game we've had so far this season. And looking forward to a good matchup between your PCC Eagles and the Bob Jones Bruins. Both teams coming into the matchup tonight at 9 and 11.
A couple players to watch tonight for the Bruins. Point guard, number 21, Larry Taylor is the leading scorer for the team. As number 32, Dylan Crane knocks down the first basket of tonight. Another player to look out for the Pensacola Eagles is senior number 33, Mike Getch, coach's son, leading scorer of the team, but also number 22, Joel Thomas, freshman who has been exceptionally well. We've seen him do a lot of great things this season. Looking forward to tonight. A good show put on by both of these teams.
Larry Taylor has the ball at the top of the key. Recent addition to the Bob Jones Bruins program. Very talented athlete, averaging 20 points a game and 7 rebounds. You saw a great pass inside to number 10, Curtis Yurchak, for 2 points. You mentioned Dylan Crane hit 5 for 5 last time they met from 3-point range. He's already taken 1 shot and made 1, so he's well on his way. Great pass inside from number 22, Joel Thomas, to 33, Mike Getch. 2-point basket underneath, increasing the lead 5-2.
for all of these players, obviously a great, as you see, number 21, Larry Taylor, starting off the game right with an assist and a bucket the first 2 possessions. I was going to say, Luke, both these teams have some veterans, but also some young players. It'll be interesting to see how the young players react and act to a big rivalry game like this tonight.
Nice turnaround jumper there. Down low, 42, Xavier Skinner, the senior. He's from Fairfax, Virginia.
Eagles start out in a 3-2 defense, it looks like. Seems like they're trying to encourage the Bruins to take the ball down low. Right there, as you see the travel called on number 10, Curtis Yurchak.
Yeah, last time these two teams met, one of the keys to success for the Eagles, as we were able to come out of that one with a win back last season, was size difference. Size differential was huge for us, and even tonight, we do have the size advantage. We've got some stout players, as well as some of the more streamlined guys like Joel Thomas standing at 6'5", pretty tall for a guard, but don't let his size fool you. He can shoot just as good as anybody.
Shot clock down to 5 for the Eagles. And you know what, Luke? The bank is open tonight.
The bank is open. That's Cy Starks, number 12, the freshman, getting the big start tonight. Hits the 3 off the glass. They say you better call your banks, but either way, it's 3 points for the Eagles. That lead is now 10-4. It's Larry Taylor for 3. Leads the team in scoring. He misses, but the ball is rebounded by number 30, Kyle Turner, who's able to turn around and put it in. Great ball movement seen by both teams. It's Dylan Crane with the missed 3. Ball was dead on, just a little long. Went off the back of the iron. It'll be Bob Jones' ball.
This is Dylan Crane's first year playing a lot of minutes. He redshirted his freshman year last year. He's a sophomore. Really seen some good improvement in his game. Worked hard as a redshirt freshman. Excited to see what he's going to do tonight following his 21-point performance at Bob Jones University just a month ago. Excellent interior passing by number 21, Larry Taylor. Curtis Yurchak with the follow and the foul.
He said, seeing the improvement in Dylan Crane, Coach really likes players that will buy into his system and stick with him over a 4-year span. Dylan knew going into it that he wasn't going to get all those minutes that freshman year, but he stuck with it, and you're seeing the benefits of that now as he starts tonight, and really is a contributor here to the offensive scheme for Coach Getch and the PCC Eagles. Joel Thomas will take the ball inside. Loses control, but gets it back. Show of athleticism there. The defense, Bob Jones, proven to be quite the challenge for the PCC Eagles in their attempt to get inside. Mike Getch sees Joel Thomas wide open on the baseline, but Joel is not able to capitalize on that 3-point opportunity. That's Mercado going down the court, number 13. In that transition offense, Eagles defense not able to get back in time to stop that. And with that, the Bob Jones University Bruins have taken the lead. It's 11-10.
Xavier Skinner working hard down low. Also, Curtis Yurchak following it up. That'll be a good matchup to watch. 6'6" Xavier Skinner and 6'4" Curtis Yurchak tonight.
It's Mike Getch for 3 from way downtown.
He can hit him that far, Luke.
He can. That is, people don't expect it to come from a 6'6" forward, but he'll pull up from 5 or 6 feet outside the arc, and actually has a pretty good 3-point shooting percentage.
Kyle Turner.
Cy Starks with the foul there. Number 12, guarding number 12. Doesn't get away with the contact this time. I'm talking about 3-point shooting percentage. Interesting statistic from last time these two teams met. The Eagles shot 52% from 3-point range. That's a very impressive statistic, Scott.
It is, and in comparison, the Bruins were at 25%. So, from game to game, everything varies, but we'll see how the excellent 3-point shooting from the Eagles comes to play tonight.
That's Jason McVeigh connecting on his second of 2 free throw attempts.
TJ Jackson comes in the game for Cy Starks. He'll be running the point. Also number 21, Elijah Kimming. And number 10, Josh Christian.
Josh Christian, another one of those players that early on didn't see all the playing time, but stuck around. This is his senior year, and he's well acquainted with coach's system, and he's getting a lot of playing time this year, really contributes, especially from three-point range. Speaking of three-point range, that's TJ Jackson, number 11, from the top of the key, getting the crowd into it, tying the score up 13-13.
That's a big basket for TJ, getting his confidence up. He's a freshman this year, playing a great season. Exciting to see him hit that first shot.
You know, anytime we've talked about the age of this basketball team and how it is a young team, but regardless of how young the team is as a whole, it's impressive to see a freshman come in as point guard, and not just because he's a freshman getting playing time, but we talked earlier in the girls' game about the position of point guard and the importance of that as a leadership position on the team. And talking to Mike Getch, number 33, one of the seniors on the team, really has a lot of respect for number 11, puts in the hard work in practice, and has shown himself to be a good contributor come game time. Been out for the last couple games due to illness, but he's back tonight, and hoping to see a good performance from him.
Back into the game for the Bruins, number 30, Kyle Turner. He's going to give Curtis Yurchak a break for a few minutes. Larry Taylor taking the ball at the top. We mentioned earlier the leading scorer of the team, 7 assists per game. Elijah Kimmons standing his ground down there, but might have been moving on the play. He'll get the foul.
Well, it looked like they called it on Dylan Crane. Maybe he was, from our angle, I didn't see his involvement in the play, but the official on the other side of the court certainly did. And so number 3, Ray Holden, will go to the line to shoot. First of 2 shots is good. Putting the Bruins back on top. Score is 14-13. Couple substitutions in for the Bruins. Back into the game for the Eagles is Joel Thomas, number 22. He's the freshman from Kansas City, Missouri. Really been impressed with his performance so far this year, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And really like what we're seeing from our freshmen and sophomores this year. We looked at our roster earlier, and we saw that 6 of our players are freshmen, 5 are sophomores, no juniors on the team, and 4 seniors. So it's nice looking forward to know that 11 of our 15 players will be with us for at least 2 more years. And that's Kyle Turner with the follow-up, cleaning up the trash, putting the ball back in. 16-13 is the score. The Bob Jones Bruins are leading your PCC Eagles.
You know, I hate to see that pass. Mike Getch knows a little bit better than that, trying to pass it into the post from the top of the key. You're not going to get that on the Bruins. They have some height down low with Turner at, Kyle Turner at 6'6", also Yurchak at 6'4". It's going to be a tough pass from up there.
It's interesting to see, though, Mike up there at the top of the key as number 20 for Bob Jones, Daniel Antoine. Is able to connect on that jumper there, 5-point lead for the Bruins. It's interesting to see Mike Getch up top running the offense. Typically, you wouldn't see a forward up at that position. And just like we expected, Coach Getch will take a timeout as he feels the momentum building in the favor of the Bob Jones Bruins.
Yeah, you knew that one was coming, Luke. Bob Jones, they're on I want to say about a 9-0 run right now. I believe it was 13-11.
Yeah.
And so excellent job by Coach Getch. Calling a timeout, settling the troops down, and maybe we'll get the players refocused.
Just to kind of sum up that last sequence we saw, there was an errant pass by the Eagles that was actually tipped by Bob Jones' player. He was going out of bounds. Kyle Turner, number 30, saves the ball back in bounds, lob it down the court to, I believe it was number 13, Zach Mercado, who's able to lay it in transition there. Just all those little pieces had to come together for that play to happen, and it's something that really, stuff like that really builds momentum for a team and also kills momentum for the team that's on the defensive side of a play like that.
You're exactly right.
TJ Jackson's going to bring the ball down the court. See him working the plays. They've practiced so long. not just trying to hurry the ball down the court and see who has the best shot. Very deliberate, designed. Off the foot of T.J. Jackson. That'll be Bob Jones' ball.
Eagles are in a 1-3-1 defense, switching it up from the 2-3 that we started in. You know, one thing Coach Getz likes to do is many times out of timeout we'll switch the defense up just to give a different look. The offense might have planned for a defense in the huddle, but Coach tries to mix it up as a traveling violation is called on number 20, Daniel Antoine.
You see a lot of that in basketball now. You're at a standstill with the ball and you take that stutter step before you go to trying to throw off the defender, and a lot of times you get called for travel. Mike Getch has the ball. Top the key over to Josh Christian, and now Joel Thomas. T.J. Jackson has a 3 already in the game. Being aggressively defended by number 21, Larry Taylor. Seen some ill-advised passes, Scott.
You know, we mentioned this in the girls' game, but a little bit of nerves, it seems like, by the Eagles. The Bruins seem to have settled down already, but for some reason, maybe it is that freshman play. Just some ill-advised passes.
Mike Getch will shoot for 3. Oh, just rimmed out. His shot is on, but that rim says no thank you. Larry Taylor for 3 now, and his goes in. That's a 10-point lead now for the Bob Jones Bruins. Coach is going to put in some substitutions here. Looks like Thomas Andrews, number 41, is going to go in, as well as Corey Williams, number 3.
Larry Taylor drawing the foul. He's the leading scorer right now for the Bruins with 7 points.
Foul on number 22, Joel Thomas. Shooting at the line is number 21, Larry Taylor.
Missed free throw by number 21, Larry Taylor. Substitutions now for the Eagles as well as the Bruins. Something to keep in mind. These teams before tonight have met 3 times. First time, the margin was very significant. Large victory there for the Eagles. Second time, a little bit smaller victory. I think it was 12 points. Last time we played them, only a 2-point victory. So you see the progress there on the part of Bob Jones Bruins. And tonight, you know, they are continuing that trend. Joe Thomas pulls up from 3, from which he rarely misses. But he did then, and now the Bruins have the ball back on the other side of the court. Curtis Yurchak passes the ball up to the top, over to the side, back to number 21, who really seems to be the core of a lot of the activity on offense for the Bob Jones Bruins. Shot put up by Kyle Turner and missed, rebounded by Josh Christian. Corey Williams, number 2, out on the court now. Another one of those freshmen that's getting a lot of playing time. Impressive take to the basket.
You know, excellent defense by number 10, Curtis Yurchak. Challenging the play but avoiding the foul at the same time. As a point guard, who Corey Williams is 6 foot, going up against 6'4". You drew the contact. You couldn't ask for much more than that, but just a height differential.
It looked like an offensive foul, and it was.
Foul on number 13, Zach Mercado.
Number 21, Larry Taylor, is going to take a breather for a few minutes. Also into the game for number 21 is number 33, Mike Getch for the Eagles. We mentioned this earlier, Luke, but Mike is really the leader of this team. He's a senior. He's played all 4 years. Leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. So really the leader as Joel Thomas takes it to the hoop.
Yeah, Joe Thomas has the ability not only to score outside, but really to take the ball to the basket and knows how to finish well. He's one of those full package players that coaches love to have on the team because he's a threat from really anywhere he is on the court. Three-point basket put up by number 12, Jason McVeigh, is no good. Eagles come away with the ball. Corey Williams, number 2, is going to bring it down the court.
Excellent pass by number 33, Mike Getch. Almost called him his dad there, Luke.
Foul on number 20, Darnell Antoine.
He dished it down there to Joel Thomas, who at the end of a design play was headed to the basket. He was fouled on his way up, so he'll shoot 2. He connects on the first of 2. Coming into the game is number 20, Jeff Luera. He'll take the spot of number 10, the senior Josh Christian.
Apparently, the nickname for Joel must be Bacon. See a couple signs as he shoots free throws. Says "Go Bacon."
Yeah,
so
I saw that earlier, and I was wondering who that would be representative of, Bacon. But I'm sure there's a story behind the nickname. There is one behind every nickname, isn't there? That's number 30, Kyle Turner. You don't expect a three-point basket to come from a forward, but then again, that's what we get from some of our forwards from time to time, as Mike Getch tends to pull up from outside. Another shot there.
Yeah, still waiting for Joel Thomas to find that 3, but when he does, Luke, it's going to be a great thing. You started out Thursday's game 4 for 4 from behind the arc. Just waiting for him to get warmed up here tonight.
Yeah, tonight he's 0 for 2, but we've talked a lot about rivalry tonight when we were commentating on the girls' game earlier, and it's no different here. That sometimes the pressure of the situation gets to you, especially if you're a freshman. You haven't been in a lot of these big game situations where you've got, anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 people watching you inside the arena, and then however many other by way of live stream as you are joining us today. Dribble mishandled there by Joel Thomas. Wouldn't be surprised to see Coach call in a substitution for him soon to talk to him, help him get his head back in the game so he can make those plays that he does for us so often.
Ball brought up the court by number 20, Jeff Luera.
Corey Williams takes it the distance. The pass from Jeff.
Timeout called by the Bruins. They're going to talk this one over. 6:57 left in the first half. Bruins 27, Eagles 19.
Yeah, we've been able to close that gap a little bit. Now the deficit's 8 points, and you can feel the momentum building here in the arena. Some of the players are getting into a rhythm, and the jitters are kind of leaving them. So hopefully once we can settle down, and as you can see, we've limited the momentum that Bob Jones has had since the last time out. So we can continue the trend and continue to close the gap. Hopefully we'll go into halftime right around neck and neck.
We mentioned this earlier, but you don't get atmospheres much better than this, Luke.
No.
Packed house tonight. I believe the R Sports Center Arena seats over 3,000 people.
It does. And standing room only tonight.
You're exactly right.
Especially if you're seated in the Screaming Eagles section, standing only allowed. Stand the whole game and cheer on the Eagles. Like to think of themselves as the Pensacola Christian College sixth man.
I like it.
Great hustle by Corey Williams, number 22. Ball came long off the rim. Number 2, I'm sorry. Long rebound. Looked like it's going to the Bruins for sure, but Corey picked it up.
Still haven't seen any zone defense from the Bruins. Continuing this intense man-to-man.
It'll be a foul on Kyle Turner, number 30 with the push. Might get you to inbound the ball underneath. Corey Williams, a very quick player on offense. There, maybe a little too quick. Put the ball up and over the basket. Larry Taylor upset with physicality of number 2, Corey Williams, on defense, but he does get the call he's looking for, gets the foul, and they'll inbound the ball.
You know how it is, Luke. When you miss a shot sometimes on the other end, your defense just steps up a little bit physically, and that's exactly what happened with Corey Williams. Try not to complicate the situation. Basket missed by number 22, Evan Brondike.
Looks like the foul's going to be called against number 3, Ray Holden, for Bob Jones. And like you're saying, sometimes it's the next defensive sequence is your shot at redemption when you commit an error like that. But seen some good officiating tonight. Pretty even on the foul calling there. It's 5-6 is the foul count right now. And, players are so far have maintained good sportsmanship. It's something that you don't get a lot of times against the schools you play, but with these 2 Christian schools, good to see them keep their testimony. Number 2, Corey Williams for 3. He's having a big game tonight. Has 5 points already here. Hasn't been in the game for very long. Playing well on defense as well on offense. It goes off the shoe. Oh, it looked like it went off the foot of the Bob Jones Bruins player, 21, Larry Taylor. But the officiator saw something else, and so it'll still be Bob Jones' ball. A lot of frustration on the side of the Eagles after that call, but almost any time an official makes a call, the team that doesn't get the call in their favor is going to not be too happy about it. Great pass from Joel Thomas going down the court. He dishes it off to Thomas Andrews, number 41, for the layup. It's now a 3-point game, Scott. The Eagles have really come back, gained momentum, and hopefully we'll see them take the lead here shortly. Corey Williams having an impressive performance and really has the bench fired up right now. You can see the intensity on his face.
And he's tired, Luke. He's asking for a sub right now because he's laying it all on the line.
He's giving it all he's got, yeah.
That's what you like to see as a coach. I think I took the words right out of your mouth there,
yeah.
But you can't ask for much more than that. As Larry Taylor, he senses that the refs are on the verge of keeping this game in control and calling a foul. He takes it all the way to the hoop and gets the foul called.
Foul number 2, Corey Williams, shooting at the line.
You almost sense at times when there's some calls that you think should have gone a different way, that sometimes the refs have to make a call up. Now, that wasn't a makeup call,
right.
But as an offensive player, you got to take advantage of that.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what Larry Taylor just did.
It's important on the part of an official to be fair to both sides, but sometimes one team is being a little more physical than the other, and fouls have to be called on one side. Right now we've got an even foul count at 6-6. But regardless of what the call is, there's no instant replay, there's no challenging, and so got to go with what we've got and make the best of it. Coming into the game now for your Eagles is number 3, Willie Watson, number 32, Dylan Crane, number 12, Cy Starks. Ball was passed inside to number 33, Mike Getch, who takes it up, is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot free throws.
Excellent entry pass by number 41, Tom Andrews. Sometimes, Luke, as a big man, I'm not a big man, obviously, but it's hard to get the ball down low. Big men understand that. And so when you see the post-to-post pass, there's definitely some chemistry there. A rare miss by Mike Getch, one of our leading free throw shooters on the year. I believe he's at about 78% this year. .429 left in this first half. Eagles have cut the deficit to 4. It's 29-25.
Willie Watson with the takeaway. 4.5 minutes remaining, like you said. This is the time where we can really build momentum and try to take the lead going into halftime. Ball's up top. Over to Cy Starks, who makes an errant pass. Willie Watson with the steal again. But he's called.
Larry Taylor, I believe, called for the foul.
Okay, for a second there, I thought Willie Watson had called for a foul. But they called the foul on Willie Watts on number 21. Sorry, Larry Taylor. of Bob Jones. That's his second foul of the game. Willie will go to the line to shoot in the bonus here with 4 minutes remaining. Not able to connect on that free throw.
We are seeing some excellent front court defense.
Larry Taylor with the ball up top, spending a significant amount of the shot clock. 15 seconds remaining. Kyle Turner will take the three-point shot from downtown. That's his second of the night, and makes that one as well.
You know, sometimes looks can be deceiving, Luke, and you'd think that a man as big as Kyle Turner is not going to take that shot, but we've seen time and time again how tonight he's not afraid to take a deep one. So you need to be aware of that on the pick and rolls. Make sure and pop out.
Tom Andrews has the ball up top. He'll distribute it over to Cy Starks, number 12, who goes inside to Dylan Crane. Ball's mishandled, but back out to Cy Starks. Over to Mike, who has the open three and the foul. Looking for the 4-point play there. Those are always exciting. Crowd's getting on their feet. Mike Getch will go to the line to shoot 3 shots. It's a chance to take the lead for the Bruins to just 4.
One thing I love about a rivalry game, Luke, is it's at times you can just sense the intensity building in the house. I mean, there's been a couple foul calls both ways. Teams think they might have maybe got a mishap on a call, but it just adds to the intensity of this game, and the players are definitely feeling it right now.
You can look at foul calls one of two ways. You can either complain about it, or you can use that as incentive to step up your game and you know, become more intense and more careful about the way you're playing. We'll see how the players react. Mike Getch misses another free throw. Score now is 26-32, 6-point lead for the Bob Jones Bruins. Willie Watson with the tight D there on 21, Larry Taylor. Takes it all the way in for the layup. Very impressive. Had 3 Eagles defending him once he got into the lane, but was able to finish. 34-26 now the score. 8-point lead for the Bob Jones Bruins. The block will be called against Bob Jones. That's number 15, Alec Hansen. Number 12, Cy Starks for the PCC Eagles is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting at the line, number 12, Cy Starks.
You know, Luke, we talked a lot about the players tonight. I feel like we need to give a shout out to both coaches. Coach Neil Ring of the Bob Jones Bruins doing an excellent job with the program, his second year coaching the Bruins. Mark Getch has been with the Eagles for 20 years now and seen a lot of players come and go, and has done a great job building the program here at Pensacola Christian College.
Number 12, Jason McVeigh will bring the ball down the court. See a man-to-man offense, or man-to-man defense, I'm sorry, for the Eagles. The driving ability there of Larry Taylor created some space on the outside.
Excellent, excellent play by number 21, Larry Taylor. To have the knowledge that players were coming up behind him and pass the ball off, that's good basketball.
Number 12, Cy Starks at the top over to Dylan Crane. Haven't seen him take too many shots tonight other than the first one he took, which was a make from 3-point range. Cy Starks takes the ball to the basket and is fouled.
Luke, as a perimeter player right now, I don't know why you don't take the ball to the basket every time. Fouls are being called left and right, so I would continue to take the ball to the hoop.
Yeah, at this point, you know, there's under 2 minutes remaining in the first half, and we're in double bonus here, so Eagles be shooting 2 shots at every foul. He hits his free throws. Scores now 30-36. Minute 45 remaining here in this first half of play. Larry Taylor will bring the ball down the court.
Larry Taylor leading all scorers here in the first half with 12 points.
Really, you see him taking the offense on his back pretty much every time down the court and takes it on himself to be the guy that makes the play, either with him scoring or distributing to someone else and letting them score.
Well, the past couple of possessions, all it's been is give Larry Taylor the ball, put shooters in the corner. If they stop him on the drive, pass it to the corner. And it's been working for him.
Be interesting to see if Coach picks up on that and what he does to defend that, maybe changes he makes in the defensive scheme for the second half. Dylan Crane for three. Oh, there is a lid on the basket when it comes to three-point shooting right now. These shots look like they're dead on, and then they just kind of rim out.
Less than a minute to play here in your first half. Eagles down by 6. Larry Taylor driving with the ball. Larry Taylor.
That was an impressive play right there. It just looked like he was driving in and just pulled straight up for the pull-up jumper. Knocked it down with ease.
You know, Luke, the first matchup, Larry had 30 points. He's well on his way there tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm sure his name will come up in the locker room at some point.
Foul will be called against number 10, Curtis Yurchak. And Mike Getch, number 33, will go to the line. Tonight's been having some trouble hitting his free throws. Hopefully he'll change that starting now.
Very rare 2 for 5 free throw night for Mike Getch. See if he can improve that here.
3 for 6, 50%.
Our mathematician, Luke Harrison.
That's right. Just under 30 seconds remaining.
You know, Luke, I thought that Bacon might have been the nickname for Joel Thomas, but Mike Getch is shooting, and I see the Bacon signs again.
Maybe that's code word for hit your free throws. I really don't know. 30-second timeout is going to be called by Bob Jones.
30-second timeout called by the Bruins.
6-point deficit.
Luke, there's been a lot of awesome changes happening here on the campus of Pensacola Christian College. Would you like to highlight just some of the things, some of the changes, some of the different things around campus that's going on while we have about 20 seconds here in this break?
Yeah, we've got some really exciting things going on here with the Commons being renovated, some different facilities around campus being renovated. But not only do we have cosmetic renovations going on, but also academic renovations, as we just received full accreditation this past semester, something to really add validity to a program that was already as valid as really you can get it, but just that recognition, I guess, from an accreditation board. We're grateful for that, and it really helps students with the outlook on after graduation, maybe getting into programs of further education or acquiring a job after they graduate.
Exactly. Bringing the ball down the court, number 21, Larry Taylor. 19 seconds left in this game. The shot clock is off at this point. And we can imagine that the Bruins will hold the ball for the last shot. As you can see, shooters in the corner. Screen at the middle of the floor. I believe Larry Taylor might take it to the basket, Luke. What do you think?
I think you're right. Way off on the three-point shot there, but it doesn't matter. They still take the lead into the locker room. Your halftime score is 38-32. Bob Jones Bruins with a 6-point lead over the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We'll be back shortly with some halftime stats for you, a recap of the action here. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. And I got some halftime entertainment coming up here pretty soon. Hope you'll stay tuned as we go into the second half of this matchup between the Pensacola Christian College Eagles and the Bob Jones University Bruins. Again, your halftime score, 32-38. Bob Jones Bruins in the lead.
So you're choosing a college, and you want a lot out of a college, like high-level academics, quality faculty, and plentiful resources.
How about a focus on spiritual growth and plenty of extracurricular opportunities, all in a stable environment that has been designed to help you grow personally, professionally, and spiritually?
You see, Pensacola Christian College has been the perfect fit for me, and I think you might find it to be the perfect fit for you as well.
So come join in, and you'll see why Pensacola Christian College is everything that you've been looking for.
One of the main reasons I came to PCC, the quality of the academics. I came here because I didn't want a place that would just give me an education, but a place that would really prepare me to engage my field on a professional level. I love the academics here. They're designed to push and stretch me, giving me a thorough understanding of all my subjects and a knowledge of how to use them. Going to any college and taking a couple courses wasn't what I had in mind. I wanted a place where the faculty were qualified, the subjects thoroughly explored, and courses designed with me in mind. Since the college offers a wide variety of concentrations in so many areas, I was able to study exactly what I needed.
The quality of the academics at PCC is amazing. I'm a transfer student, and compared to the other schools I went to, PCC is incredible.
Our goal is to take the theoretical, compare that with Scripture, and then apply it in the classroom in a practical way.
The faculty here are fantastic. They're extremely knowledgeable and always willing to help us along every step of the way.
The teachers try to focus on God in every lesson. They really bring that out in the way they come across and what they're trying to teach us from a godly, biblical perspective.
I love to see students when they finally get a concept. Working one-on-one is probably the most rewarding part of teaching.
While the academics here at PCC are fantastic, what drives our standard for excellence is our focus on the Word of God. We daily take time out with chapel and campus church services to look into God's Word. And we are blessed to hear from a variety of speakers from all over the country, as well as our own campus church pastor. Here at the campus church, the Word of God is exalted.
It is a joy to have our college students participate in the campus church while they're here. To be part of a local, vibrant church with strong biblical preaching, wonderful, worshipful music, and to get to hear so many men of God preach in chapel. And on top of all that, to have fellowship with hundreds of young people just like you that have given their life for service is an essential component of the Christian college experience.
That was one of the highlights of our day, but there's still many more to come.
That's right. Like now we're headed to one of my favorite classes of the day.
Yeah? What's that?
Lunch. Now, I don't know what you think of college food, but I bet you weren't thinking this. Now I'm heading over to the Sports Center for PE class. You know, climbing one of the largest rock walls in the country is a pretty awesome way to spend class. Come on, let me show you. Now, don't think that college is all about books and papers and homework. It's not. It's about so much more than that. It's about developing in lots of different areas. For instance, I get to do this for a class. And when you're not in class, there are all sorts of extracurricular things to do. Whether you're attending an Eagles game with a friend, playing ball for your collegian, taking part in a fine arts program, or just sharpening your skills on the flow rider, there's always something to do.
So now you've seen a little bit of Pensacola Christian College, but there's a lot you haven't seen yet.
So take a look at us online at pccinfo.com for even more information about the college.
And we'd love to encourage you to come for a visit and stay in one of the residence halls so you can see for yourself what it's like to join in at PCC.
Now, you may be saying that all of this sounds great, but you can't really afford a college education anyway. Well, that's where the good news comes in. You see, PCC has been blessed to be one of the most affordable colleges around. And with our available scholarships and our work assistance program, money really doesn't have to be an issue.
So go ahead and visit the website and give us a call with any questions you may have.
Or come and check us out for yourself. We would love to have you join in.
Welcome back to tonight's competition between Bob Jones University, the Bruins, and the PCC Eagles. Score right now is 32-38 with Bob Jones Bruins in the lead. Thanks for joining us, for those of you who just did, and for those who stuck with us through the halftime break. We thank you for that as well. Hope you'll enjoy this second half of action. Now with a few first half stats, Scott Smith.
Just want to highlight a few things about the first half. Shooting percentages were pretty much even. Both teams around 50% shooting, but one of the big differences between the teams was the points in the paint, Luke, and Bob Jones had 20 to our 10. So they've definitely been trying to emphasize points in the paint. Leading scorer, no doubt for Bob Jones, not a surprise to anyone, is Larry Taylor with 14, also with 5 steals in the game. For us, it's pretty even all throughout the board. Cy Starks, number 12, surprisingly, is our leading scorer with 7. So looking forward to another great half. Second half action about to be underway. Both teams are out in the court. Referees are ready. Coaches are ready. Time to play ball.
Dylan Crane will pass the ball over to Joel Thomas, number 22. Back up to Cy Starks, who, like you said, is the leading scorer of the team right now. Mike Getch will take it into the basket, and he's fouled. Blocking foul is called against number 10, Curtis Yurchak. Mike Getch will go to the line again. I'm not sure exactly how many times Mike's been to the line, but it's been quite a few.
Hold on 1 second, Luke. We'll find that out. This is his 8th free throw. Mike's definitely improved from his first half. First couple free throws were a little rough, but seems to be finding the rhythm now. Both free throws good. 4-point ball game.
Number 21, Larry Taylor's going to bring the ball down the court, who's leading both teams in scoring tonight. Pretty impressive athlete, number 21 is.
Eagles back to a man-to-man defense. Switched it up a couple times in the first half. Errant pass by the Bruins.
Mike pulls up from way out, hits the 3. He's fouled by Kyle Turner. This will be a 4-point play if Mike hits his free throw. He is as pumped as I've seen him in a long time, and so is the crowd. Getting everybody back in the game. Senior Mike Getch from right here in Pensacola, Florida. They call a timeout. The team is pumped. The crowd's pumped. This is the environment you look for in a game like this, Scott.
Full timeout here. You know, we're 53 seconds into the second half. As a coach, Luke, why do you call a timeout right there? What's Coach Ring thinking right now?
Well, I think he sees, you know, that the momentum is 100% in Pensacola's favor right now coming out of the locker room, and that, you know, that first couple minutes out of the locker room is a lot of times just as important as the last couple minutes before you go back into the locker room at the end of the game. It kind of determines the pace at which the game's going to be played in the second half. So I think what the coach is doing is trying to help his guys, you know, settle down and not allow Pensacola to get in too much of a rhythm like you were saying earlier. I mean, a 4-point play from a senior Mike Getch at home is something that could easily turn around pretty much everything about this game. You can see the crowd's completely back into the game now, and cheerleaders throwing candy. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, you know. So anyways, we're getting back to the action here, back to basketball. But if he hits this free throw, Scott, we're going to see a tie game, which is something we haven't seen in a while. And,
I believe it'll be the first tie since we were tied around 10-10 earlier in the game.
Yeah. Probably going to be the most important free throw Mike shoots all night right here. Another missed free throw. You hear the crowd react to it in anticipation of us tying and then not.
And that's why Coach Ring called the timeout, Luke.
Yeah, I didn't mention another reason a lot of times is to ice a shooter, much like in football. You ice the kicker with a timeout.
Foul called on number 12, Cy Starks. His second.
Ball goes up top to Jason McVeigh. Over to Mercado on the side. He puts up a three. Well, didn't look like he was very balanced when he shot that. And rimmed out. Cy Starks will bring the ball down the court. Trying to set up the offense, get a play going. Cy will pass it into Mike. There's an obvious mismatch down low. Mike takes advantage of it, gets fouled. He's going to the line with that shot. The Eagles have taken the lead. It is now 39-38. Your Pensacola Christian College Eagles in the lead over the Bob Jones University Bruins. Mike at the line once again.
We mentioned this earlier, Luke, but Mike is the leader of this team, and he's showing it right now. Stepping up, knowing out of the locker room his team needs a boost, making some big shots.
And he makes the three-point play there. That's 2 consecutive three-point plays for Mike, one from a three-pointer, one from a layup, and then the foul shot afterwards. Wow, great effort down there by number 13, Zach Mercado. Able to get the basket tied up at 40 here with 17:50 remaining in the second half. Tell you what would really get this crowd into it right now is a shot from Joel Thomas, number 22, this freshman who's so often proven to be quite the offensive threat. Cy Stark's going to take it in and get fouled.
Foul called on number 10, Curtis Yurchek. That's his third.
Looks like they're going to call it on the floor. Nobody will be shooting any foul shots right now. Going to inbound the ball. Coming into the game, number 21, Elijah Kimmick for Pensacola Christian College Eagles, giving Xavier Skinner a breather. Mike Getch inbounds it to Joel Thomas. Back to Mike Getch. He pulls up for three. Wasn't quite squared up when he shot that one. You know, with shots like that Mike took just a second ago, it's not always a high percentage shot, but it's almost worth the risk because of how much it does for a team when a player goes on a run like Mike is right now. Shots like that mean so much more than the points they're worth.
Excellent drive by number 32, Dylan Crane. That's a strong take, Luke.
It really was. Impressive moves there by number 32, Dylan Crane, the sophomore. 21 for the Bob Jones Bruins. Mr. Larry Taylor has the ball. Surveying the defense. Calls the play, moves into action. Back to Mercado. Now, Mercado last year was the leading scorer for the Bob Jones Bruins and thereby the leader of the team. But this year, Larry Taylor seems to have taken that spot. But Mercado is, by no stretch, not a part of this offense. He's really a threat for Bob Jones.
Yeah, Larry Taylor transferring in from Liberty. A great pickup for these Bruins.
Absolutely. You know, there's a new speed and intensity that he brings to the game for them. Mercado will shoot his second free throw.
Number 12, Cy Starks, will take a breather. TJ Jackson takes over the quarterback position.
Joel Thomas has the ball up top, being closely guarded. Called an over and back. No one had possession of the ball, so I'm not sure if that's the right call, but he's the professional, I'm not, so we'll go with what he says, and it'll be Bob Jones Bruins ball. Mercado for three from the top of the key. Looked like a good shot, but just off the back of the iron. TJ Jackson will bring it down once again. Eagles moving the ball around very well. Dylan Crane will take a pull-up jumper. He misses, but Mike Getch gets the rebound and puts it back in. Mike Getch really turning it on here in the second half of play. Score's now 44-42. Your Eagles in the lead.
Except for Dylan Crane's 2-point basket earlier, Mike Getch has all of the Eagles' points here in the second half with 10.
Foul's going to go against number 21, Elijah Kimming. Ball will be inbounded by number 13, Zach Mercado. Ball stolen by Dylan Crane. All the way down the court. Layup. Coach calls a timeout. Dylan's pumped. Team is absolutely ecstatic. We're up now by 4 points. 46-42 is the score. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with you through the timeout. Scott, what a change since halftime. When we went into the locker room, I think it was a 6-point deficit when we went into the locker room, and the Eagles have come out, it's almost like a new team, like a new game started when the buzzer sounded to start the second half. What do you see in that's different? What do you see that you like?
Well, obviously, like we said earlier, Mike Getch stepping up and taking lead at the beginning of the beginning of the second half. A lot of energy from both teams. We're going to continue to see a great matchup here as the second half continues to be underway.
This game is absolutely not disappointing whatsoever. There's a lot of anticipation coming into it, and it's lived up to the expectations and more. Bob Jones will inbound the ball. 15 remaining in regulation here today. Over to Jason McVeigh on the side, and out to number 3, Ray Holden.
You know, Luke, you wonder, as the Eagles have strictly stayed in a man-to-man defense the second half, if that's the difference between the energy that we have. You know, sometimes the zone is good to play, keep people from shooting outside, but the energy has been definitely stepped up.
Yeah, Coach must like the matchups he sees when he puts them in man. That's an offensive foul called against Ray Holden. Elijah Kimming, that's the second charge he's drawn this game. Thursday night he had 2 as well. He's really one of those players that is able to really think while he plays. Some people think before they play, some people think after they play.
Right.
I'd rather someone think before than after, but he's one of those guys that thinks while he plays, and he's really good at drawing those charges. Dylan Crane for 3. He misses. It'll go off the leg of number 15 for Bob Jones. Alec Hansen. It'll be Pensacola Christian College Eagles ball into the game. For number 12, Jason McVeigh, is number 20, Daniel Antoine of Bob Jones.
Once again, excellent sportsmanship shown by both teams. A lot of physicality going on in this game, but excited to see both teams uphold their testimony. Tough defense played by Larry Taylor. He'll take it for 2 on the other end.
Yep. TJ Jackson has the ball. It's tipped out by 21, Larry Taylor. It'll be Eagles ball. Looks like Joel Thomas will inbound it. TJ Jackson's wide open for 3, and it's just short. Dylan Crane muscles up for the 2-point shot. It's good. Dylan's such a strong player. You know, he's deceptive. You know, he's playing forward, and you look at him, he's only, I think, 6'3", maybe 6'4", and you don't think that he's going to be that big of a body, but he's just so thick, and he really plays hard. TJ Jackson has the ball over to Joel Thomas. Over to Mike Getch, who's wide open for 3. He takes the shot just off the mark. The 3-point shooting percentage hasn't been that great tonight, but those 3-point baskets have come at good times.
Aggressive drive by Daniel Antoine. He'll shoot 2.
The foul goes against Dylan Crane, number 32. About to make some substitutions here after the first shot for both teams. He hits his first free throw into the game for your PCC Eagles. Number 20, Jeff Luera, and number 10, Josh Christian. Joel Thomas will bring the ball down the court. Joel Thomas has the ball once again up to Jeff Luera, over to Josh Christian, the senior.
It appears in that last substitution there was a mix-up as the basket's good by Joel Thomas.
Yeah. Now that's what you need. You need Joel Thomas to start hitting baskets, because when he starts, he gets on that roll and he just starts hitting everything he shoots. Hopefully you'll see some more confidence on the part of the freshman, number 22, Joel Thomas. Larry Taylor over to Antoine. Attempts to drive. Turns around, pulls up the jumper, and it's no good. Ball was tipped. There's a pass over to Joel Thomas, who was taken off down the court, hoping for a fast break. Didn't see Mike Getch lob the ball his way.
He saw me, man. I was wide open. Coming right at me. 12 minutes left in our game. Eagles up by 2, 50-48. You see the score.
Wow. The athleticism of Larry Taylor, number 21 there. Jumped and kind of mishandled the ball, but was able to regain control of it and put it up for what looked like an awkward shot, but went in. Ball is nearly stolen by Bob Jones, but Corey Williams, number 2, is able to get possession back for us. Coach calling the play. Jeff Luera shoots 3, and it's just off. Man, the three-point balls have not been falling for the Eagles tonight. Well, Scott, that looked like an unnecessary foul.
Yeah, Jeff's a smart player. I'm surprised he didn't go for the ball and make sure that shot wasn't put up.
Yeah, like in that situation, a foul is okay, but if you take it, you got to make sure he doesn't get the shot off. The line, number 20, Daniel Antoine with the three-point play, making the lead for the Bob Jones Bruins 23-20.
The Bruins are 5 for 5 from the free throw line here in the second half.
Josh Christian wide open for 3. It's off the mark. Bob Jones with another basket, scores now 55-50.
Luke, the Eagles have to find a way to stop this fast breaking.
They really do. They're not getting back on defense soon enough, and they're turning the ball over too much on offense. Joel Thomas up top with the ball over to Mike Getch down low. He goes to take the ball to the basket. He's fouled by Kyle Turner, number 30, who disagrees with the call. But so does every person who's ever had a foul called against them.
You're exactly right. That's number 4 on Kyle Turner. We'll see how Coach Ring reacts to that fourth foul.
Mike Getch hits his first of 2 free throws. 4-point lead for the Bruins right now. Thomas Andrews to substitute soon. Mike misses his second one. Looks like the ball was going to be rebounded by Elijah Kimming, but Bruins do have the ball. Well, Larry Taylor, number 21, again, just the athletic ability that he's displaying is impressive. It's only the second foul on Mike Getch for the game, so he's doing good, reserving those fouls. Free throw is good. Shot by Larry Taylor, number 21.
With this next free throw attempt, Larry Taylor will be looking for his 20th point of the night,
which is his average on the season. Still 10.5 minutes left to go.
He'll have to wait till next time.
Corey Williams, number 2, the freshman, will bring the ball down the court. A young lineup in the game right now. 2 sophomores, 3 freshmen.
Yeah, we haven't seen this at all tonight, have we, Luke?
No, we haven't seen this look. You know, the Eagles look to be a little unorganized right now.
Good hustle play by number 3, Willie Watson, from Thomasville, Georgia.
And again, we were talking earlier about those redemption plays on defense where, you know, you miss a shot or you commit an error, and then you're bound and determined to get down the other end of the court and prove your worth and redeem yourself with a good defensive play. That's exactly what Willie Watson did. Number 20, Antoine, has the ball up top. Looking to take it inside. Passes it out to Mercado. Back to Antoine. He'll put it to the top to Larry Taylor. He'll calm the offense down and run a play.
That would have been a dagger, Luke.
It would have.
Still a lot of time left in this game. 9:33. Excellent move by Elijah Kimming.
Yep. Elijah's another player that's really coming to his own since last year, improving just on his touch with the basketball, as well as his ability to contribute on defense. He had a block earlier tonight and has limited the inside baskets scored by Bob Jones. Larry Taylor has the ball up top again. We'll see what they run, either Larry Taylor left or Larry Taylor right. There's that dribble drive penetration and then dish out to the corner shooter like you pointed out earlier in the game.
Willie Watson for 3.
Wide open for 3. We are really missing those wide open three-point shots. Scott, that's something that we got to start hitting. If we're going to take those shots and use our possessions on shots like that, then we need to start hitting them. Larry Taylor has the ball over on the side. Appears to like to run that offense from the right side. He'll dish it over to Mercado, who's open for 3. He hits it. The lead is now 6 points for Bob Jones. They're back on top. A few substitutions coming into the game. That'll start on the other end of this timeout. The coach will take a timeout for the Bruins. It's a full timeout.
Just wanted to take a few minutes during the full timeout to highlight a very special alumna from Pensacola Christian College, Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers. She is a representative of Washington State in the 5th Congressional District, and she will be delivering the GOP response to President Obama's address this upcoming Tuesday night. She was recently stated as being the highest-ranking female Republican in Congress. We're very thankful for her being a pre-law grad from Pensacola Christian College in 1990. Just wanted to appreciate what Kathy McMorris Rogers is doing in our Congress of the United States of America.
And it's good to see graduates of not only Pensacola Christian College, but just of Christian education in general, really contributing in ways that seem afar off to us, but I'm sure it was to her at one point too. And she's doing a lot there in Washington State as well in the nation's Congress. Just one of those things where it's cool to say, hey, Kathy McMorris Rogers went to the school that I go to. So.
Exactly.
Oh, Dylan Crane saw the open pass over on the wing to number 2, Corey Williams, who had already taken off for the basket. Some miscommunication there. Looked like they were in the middle of running a play, and somebody went the wrong way. Larry Taylor has the ball once again. Still going to that right side. It looks like that's where he likes to run his offense from.
You know, Luke, the play that they run is very, very predictable, but it's working for them.
It really is. You got to pick up top, penetration inside, and then a dish. That was an impressive drive there by number 12, Jason McVeigh. The Eagles have the ball now. Corey Williams up top with it over to Joel Thomas, number 22. Willie Watson has the ball. Back up to Joel Thomas, who shoots for three. Misses again. Really, Scott, I haven't seen us shoot this poorly from three-point range in a while.
That's frustrating, Luke. It really is.
Jason McVeigh dishes to number 13, Zach Mercado, who's going to slow it down. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Eagles trail by 8. Mike Getch is called on the pushing foul there. Into the game for the Eagles. Number 12, Cy Starks, and 11, TJ Jackson. Alec Hansen will go to the line. I believe for 1 and 1, they're in the bonus. Both teams. He makes the first, so he'll get a shot at a second.
Quiet crowd right now, Luke.
It really is. Really need a big play here to get the crowd back in it. Someone needs to step up and make a play. Foul's going to be called on number 3, Ray Holden. It was definitely a hold. I mean, there was quite a bit of contact there, and I watched the whole thing from beginning to end. And looks like Mike's going to go to the line. Mike Getch, number 33, to shoot.
Need a towel down there, Luke.
Alec Hansen will come out of the game, as well as Ray Holden. Into the game, number 20, Antoine, and number 30, Turner. Looks like they're trying to wipe some perspiration up there off the floor.
It'll be 1 and 1.
Mike Getch hits his first free throw. He'll get a shot at the second.
We mentioned this earlier in the girls' game, Luke, but that 10 to 6 minute mark where both teams they're getting tired. They don't have the energy that they had in the first half. But now we're getting to that point where it's the end of the game and adrenaline kicks in. So we're about to have some good basketball here in the next couple minutes.
That's right. Mike connects on his second of 2 free throw shots. Scores 55-62. Bob Jones Bruins in the lead. Good defense by Mike Getch. Blocks the shot. Comes out with the ball, gives it to Cy Starks. Makes a pass to TJ Jackson over on the side.
Almost a flopping foul.
I didn't see.
In the NBA, that'd be a fine, Luke.
Cy Starks puts up a shot.
Excellent box out by number 12, Jason McVeigh, on 32, Dylan Crane.
It didn't have the size advantage there, but had the position advantage. Number 21, Larry Taylor up top with the ball. Slowing it down. Dribbles it off his own foot. Cy Starks comes up with it, gives it to TJ Jackson. Making their way down the court. Over to Joel Thomas, who gives it to Mike Getch. It's a shot you'd normally see him take, but tonight, not so. Joel Thomas has the ball over to Mike Getch. He's wide open. There's that shot. It's good. That's what we needed, Scott. Coach calls a timeout. That's one of those momentum preserver timeouts. It's a full timeout taken by Coach Getch. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 55 seconds. Inbounding the ball for Bob Jones, number 12, Jason McVeigh, into Larry Taylor, 21.
And just like that, the Pensacola Christian College Eagles have lowered the Bruins' lead to 4 points.
Larry Taylor up top with the ball. Over to Antoine. Jason McVeigh now on the side. Pass inside to Larry Taylor. Mike swats the ball out. Dylan Crane is called for the foul. It's like a hold. And so Larry Taylor will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Or 2 shots, I'm sorry. Taylor will attempt his second free throw, and it's good. Lead is now 5 for the Bruins. TJ Jackson brings the ball up the court over to Cy Starks, who sees Joel Thomas wide open. He goes up, gets fouled by number 20, Antoine, puts the ball in the basket. He's going to the line for a 3-point play. Scott, the crowd's really getting back into it now, and that's what we need. 5 minutes remaining here in this second half. Score is 63-60, looking to make it 63-61 if Joel Thomas is able to connect here on this free throw. And he hits it, but it doesn't count because they're making a substitution. As it is just 1 shot, they'll make the substitution before it's taken. He hits it. 2-point game now. Eagles are going to a tight man-to-man, full court man-to-man. Mike Getch does a great job of hedging Larry Taylor out near midcourt. Kyle Turner takes the 3, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by number 22, Joel Thomas. He'll pass it out to TJ Jackson. With this play, if we score, we'll tie it up or possibly take the lead. TJ Jackson takes the shot. He makes it. It's tied, folks. The freshman, number 11, with the pull-up jumper from 14 feet.
And that's what we needed.
Absolutely.
The bench is urging the crowd to get on their feet. Many of them have.
4 minutes remaining in the game, Scott. This is getting pretty close.
You know, Mike Getch had him up top, but I believe TJ had him on the bottom, Luke.
They called Dylan Crane for that one. Somehow Dylan Crane is involved in every play. he gets around the court. I didn't even see him. Somehow he's involved enough to get called for the foul. So Kyle Turner will go to the line. Game's tied. And now the Bruins have the lead once again, 1 point. Man, it's incredible how much that just drains the crowd, like instantly.
You're exactly right.
Instantly. He'll miss the second. Dylan Crane, who committed the foul, will get the rebound. Cy Starks will bring it down the court over to TJ Jackson, who's open for 3, and it's way short, but Mike gets the rebound. Throws it off of number 22 for Bob Jones, Evan Brunkeil. It'll be Eagles ball. Correction, I'm sorry, that was Evan Brondike.
Oh, great play.
Wow. It was a great play. Mike saw the opening there. Coming off the pick was Joel Thomas, who was hoisted up in the air by the defender. Threw a shot off, but he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, I think Joel anticipated the contact there.
He did.
Threw off his shot a little bit.
Kind of pulled up. That's scary, though, when you're up in the air like that and you feel somebody slipping underneath you. You really got to be careful because you don't want to come down on the shoulder or on your neck. You know, that can be dangerous. On the floor right now for the Eagles, 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior. Mike Getch, clear leader of this team. Joel Thomas hits his free throw, ties it up. It's 64-64. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining here in regulation tonight. Scott, it's possible we might see overtime action. Mercado over on the side. Into Kyle Turner, who bodies up Elijah Kimming.
Excellent hustle.
Wow.
By Jason McVeigh.
Jason McVeigh really plays so much bigger than he is. Oh, Joel Thomas trying to make a play. Gives the ball up.
Crowd begins to erupt with defense.
Wow. Wow. Scott, it looked like ball from here, but the foul's called. Bob Jones will go to the line. Mike now has 4 fouls. Dylan Crane, who also has 4 fouls, looks like he's going to come into the game for him. TJ Jackson as well, entering the game, number 11, after the first shot is taken. To make, Bob Jones takes the lead once again. I'm sorry, I anticipated him taking Mike's spot, but he came in for Elijah Kimming. Now we have 2 post players with 4 fouls in the game, Scott.
Kyle Turner, good on the second. Back into the game for the Bruins, number 10, Curtis Yurchak.
Cy Starks brings the ball down the court. Under 3 minutes remaining. Joel Thomas has the ball up top. He'll drive.
Tough call there.
Yeah,
number 22. It looks like he was just trying to bring his arm down to continue on the play, and he just happened to hit a Bruin player on the way down.
Well, at this point in the game, there's a lot of intensity, and the refs are hoping to keep things under control, and so if they see somebody hit the ground, odds are they're going to call the foul. Might have been a flop by Mercado. I don't know if there was actual push and shove there, but either way, he's going to the line, hoping to increase the Bruins' lead here as they lead 66-64. And he does. He hits both, improving the lead to 4. You know, Scott, I can feel myself kind of tensing up. I'm sure the players are. I know the fans are. Still a lot of time to go in this game.
You're exactly right. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. A lot of time to score. Mike Getch looked like he could have been fouled on the play, but the ref didn't see it that way, so we play on.
Coach will call a timeout.
Wow, Luke. It's an intense game right now.
My stomach's in knots. We'll go ahead and take this full timeout with them, and we'll be back with you shortly. teams will once again take the court. Your Pensacola Christian College Eagles trailing 64-68 tonight. It's been quite the game, Scott. Back and forth, lead change after lead change. Spent some time tied. And right now, with just over 2 minutes remaining, the Bob Jones Bruins do have the point advantage.
As a fan, you really can't ask for a better game to watch, Luke. Like you said, back and forth, very intense. Both teams giving it everything they got. Excellent coaching. It's been a good night here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena.
Larry Taylor, number 21, with the ball up top. He'll pass it over to 22. He'll take it in, dish it to Kyle Turner. He puts it in. Lead is now 6 for the Bob Jones Bruins. Pensacola Christian College Eagles need a basket here. Cy Starks takes it in. Teardrop from the baseline. It's good. Larry Taylor wants a foul, but looked like he's the one initiating the contact. Number 12, Jason McVeigh, is going to dish it over to Larry Taylor, who has the ball up top. We'll call a reaching foul on number 11, TJ Jackson. That'll send Larry Taylor to the line. Dylan Crane to come in for the Eagles, number 32.
Coach Getch doing some strategic substitutions here. Dylan Crane's got 4 fouls. Puts him in for the offensive possession. Elijah Kimming is more of your defensive player. He's already taken 2 charges tonight.
He's a deterrent on defense, if anything, you know, just keep the ball from coming in too far inside. He hits both of his free throws. The lead is back up to 6. Minute 11 remaining here in regulation. Eagles have the ball.
Three freshmen and a sophomore on the court right now, Luke.
Joel Thomas puts up a 3. It's no good.
Foul called on number 22, Joel Thomas. Good hustle play by both teams.
You know, you hate to see it get sloppy this late in the game, Scott, but there's been a lot of fouling, a lot of trips to the free throw line, and Bob Jones seems to be connecting on those free throw opportunities. That's number 22, Evan Brondike, with the free throw. Lead is 7, hoping to make it 8. And he'll do just that. Timeout's taken by Bob Jones. 50 seconds remaining in this game. Pensacola Christian College Eagles are down 66-74. We'll be back in just a minute. Ball will be inbounded by Mike Getch of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Bob Jones is not relenting. If anything, they're intensifying the defense. Mike Getch will pull up for 3 from way out. It's off the front of the rim. Larry Taylor comes away with it. Knocked out of bounds. 35 seconds remaining. It's Bob Jones' ball.
You know, Luke, 8-point game. There's definitely still a possibility of a comeback, but the longer that clock ticks, the less our chances are.
Absolutely. Get the ball inbounded. Really not having any trouble. Get the ball down the court. I mean, already you kind of see that look of defeat, and as Dylan Crane comes out of the game, Xavier Skinner goes in.
Interesting fact, Luke. The Bruins in the second half are 18 for 21 from the free throw line.
Wow.
You know, all close games come down to free throws, and they've exactly showed that tonight.
Yep. It's a Bob Jones team that's young but fundamentally sound. Long inbound pass from Mike Getch to Joel Thomas was tipped out. TJ Jackson will take a three-point shot. It's off the front of the rim. 22 seconds remaining. Larry Taylor looks like he'll try to dribble out the clock. 15-13. 10 seconds remaining. And that's it, folks. Your final score of the night, 76-66, a 10-point victory for Bob Jones University, the Bruins. Great game. A lot of hustle, a lot of effort put forth by both teams tonight, Scott.
Yeah, we're very thankful also for the viewers who've tuned with us this whole time watching the Eagles live stream. Appreciate your support of our program here. We wish the Bruins a safe trip home. Both teams traded a victory tonight, Luke. You know, the girls' game, the Eagles came out with a victory, but tonight the Bruins were successfully beat the Eagles, if I can get that out.
Right.
So
yeah, it's never easy to take a home court loss, but tonight was a good game. It was hard fought all the way to the end, and proud of the Eagles, proud of the way that they maintained their composure. And we're looking forward to more matchups with the Bob Jones Bruins in the future and how the competition evolves. And right now, like again I said in the girls' game, it's real nice to see after the game, you know, you're here at a Christian college, and afterwards the teams will get together after the game to pray and thank God for safety. And we look at the bigger picture and realize that we're brothers in Christ,
That's
not
right.
always competitors.
That's
so
right.
With that being said, recap of tonight, Lady Eagles come out with a marginal victory over the Lady Bruins, and then the men's team, the Bob Jones Bruins, defeat the Pensacola Christian College Eagles 76-66. Thanks again, folks, for joining us. I'm Luke Harrison, and for Scott Smith, thanks and have a good night.